with Greg Hanna. Greg, what's going on, man? How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing fantastic, Neil. How about you?
Fantastic. And our guests today are Christine Capitan and Alan McRae. We're going to talk about a really exciting project. I appreciate you guys coming on the program. We're going to talk about parallel process. Guys, thanks for stopping by. And Christine, I just got to do the shout out of Pittsburgh, Carnegie Mellon in Pittsburgh. It's pretty cool
Yeah,
Pittsburghers somehow we just kind of connect to each other. It's something where everyone says someone knows someone from Pittsburgh.
yeah, we find each other. It's a nice industry town too in its own way. So,
All right. So, Greg, go ahead with your
Oh,
questions for
yeah, I've
Alan
got a
and
quick
Cora.
question for you, Christine. If you could describe parallel process in 3 words,
mm,
what would they be?
concise, impactful, and um, pertinent. I want to say pertinent to today, but I can't think of the word. I think there's another word for that. But it definitely pertains to what's going on today, I believe, even though it's about the Vietnam War veterans. hmm
Very, very interesting. And Alan, how did you get approached for this project?
Um, I heard this through the grapevine that this was happening, and it sounded so interesting that I found a way to get my face in front of David, our writer director, and auditioned for him, and had a couple of more auditions, and it all worked out. So I'm very pleased that it did.
Very, very good.
And and Alan, so your character, if what I read is correct, is a psychologist, Dennis, right?
Yes, yes.
And as a psychologist, you confront your own traumas, don't you? What was your process for stepping into his mindset as an actor?
The play is so well written. I found that it made my job a lot easier to do that sort of thing. And throughout it, I've been watching a lot of documentaries and reading about Vietnam. And gosh, the personal stories that you uncover and find really puts you right there. And uh, it's a little scary, for sure.
And Christine, I guess with the whole theater background, it fit perfectly for you, especially if you talked about the Carnegie Mellon days. I
Yeah.
and that goes back to so many memories. I taught at St. Agnes in Oakland back in the day, and we had a partnership with Carnegie Mellon students that were theater that would come all the way out to work with the kids and stuff like that with Extra Mile Foundation years ago.
Interesting. I think I was part of that project when I was just graduating. It was something similar to that where we were helping teachers to um, have the kids relate to Shakespearean plays. And we do our workshops. We, perform and then talk a little bit and answer questions and then perform a little bit more. It was great. It's a great program in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I didn't get the opportunity. I mean, I got the opportunity as one of the other teachers. I wasn't the English teacher, so I missed out on a lot of what was going on with it, but I enjoyed it and like of that process for sure. And Christine, tell us about your character.
Well, I play the wife of the psychologist, Dennis, and she very much loves her husband. He has his issues and, has some PTSD issues, type issues, but he's very smart. She adores him, and she kind of plays like the leveler outer of his issues, and especially with his brother that comes in and, they've had this long-standing isolation from one another, estrangement, and I kind of try to bridge the gap.
Okay. And also, we have someone else joining us, and this is what I told you, Greg. I'm great at this, right? I'm multitasking this. Cora Altman joins the show. Cora, thanks for stopping by. How are you?
Hi, good morning. I was having some computer trouble.
And
Thanks
that's
for
okay.
having
Well,
me.
we're just going through the motions in this conversation. So, Cora, tell us a little bit about your character and how you got involved in the project.
So, actually, I am the assistant director of the play. I got involved because I've worked with David on just some previous projects. But I'm really happy to be working with him again and with all these lovely people, Alan, Christine. Yeah.
Okay. And can you tell me specifically enough uh, about, looking at the talent for this play and putting them all together, and they've been on film and screen, and and on the stage and putting them together into this project?
Like what that process
Yeah,
has
the
been like?
process has been, yeah.
Oh, wow. So it's taken a bit, and it's been really such a fun process. This is probably the first time I've really done professional production work. And I'd say working with casting directors and just getting to go through the rounds of auditions and just finding people for the roles, it's been really fun. Um, yeah, it's just been really fun, like looking for people and then finding people and it like just meshing, clicking really well. Um, I love how Alan plays our character Dennis. It's perfect. Drops into the role beautifully. Christine is a little new to us, and I'm really happy that she's here, and I think she's perfect for the role.
Okay. Go,
So
Greg, with your
Alan,
question.
Alan, were there any moments in rehearsal where the story or dialogue hit you personally in an unexpected way?
Um, yes, yes. There's several moments where um, it came out in the angry in the battle with my brother, who wants to he wants to unveil a secret that we've held for 50 years, and the anger that rose in my character and Dennis. I wasn't sure that I could reach that level of emotion, and I'm finding it. I'm finding it in myself, and it's bringing up some early memories of some things that I won't go into right now. But yes, it's very interesting. Very interesting.
Okay. Now, I guess this is an interesting roundtable discussion. Christine, what do you think was the biggest challenges to prepare for your character?
The character's a lot like me, to be honest. It's one of the easier characters that I've gotten to walk into personally. But so I'd say the biggest challenge is I am coming in a little bit late into the production. So, I like to have my lines memorized really well before I start so that I can be free of them. So I just spent, every day, I record the other people's lines and then I fill in with my lines and I just do that over and over and over and over. And now we're doing, now's the time I get to play on stage. So.
Cool. So I've got a question for each of you to answer. So if you could sum up in one sentence what you hope audiences will walk away with, how they feel after this when they leave the theater, what would it be?
Well, I'll answer that first, if that's all right.
Yeah.
I think it would be wonderful if the audience left and got on the phone and called a family member that they hadn't spoken to in a while. I think communication within the family is so important, and I know my family, we're very close, but I know a lot of other people that they could, if they picked up the phone and got back in touch, it would, I think, release a lot of things that are going on in their lives right now.
For me, I think it would be to have compassion for all sides of every conflict. And I would like them to really, have a profound understanding of what it means to be a veteran of war, or
Got
to
it.
be the wife or family of a veteran of war.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Cora?
Christine, Alan, you took the words right out of my mouth. I think both of those things are really important. There's multiple issues portrayed in this play, and I think it's really important to, like you said, show compassion, understanding for both sides, And I think that's one of the first thing I actually thought of, what Alan referenced, is to call somebody up after this play.
So my question to you, Alan, is do you wish larger audience can see this in just Los Angeles?
Yes, I think I'm hoping maybe this is just the beginning, that it will get recognized for the terrific piece that it is, and perhaps we can move it on. I think that'd be the best thing that could happen.
For people that are not in Los Angeles, Christine, is there going to be a way for them to see it?
I'm not sure about that. I would have to ask David.
Mhm.
It would be great because it is a phenomenal piece, I think. It's a really great play. Fantastic writing.
Right. And Alan, what do you think the biggest challenge of being in theater versus film and TV?
I think the biggest challenge is the fact that you get a full moment, you get a complete. I mean, I'm on the stage from the very beginning to the very end, and so I've got to be in character and spouting lines the whole time. So it gives you, rather than in film where you rarely get to play a long scene in one shot. You know, you're reversing, you're doing this, you're stopping, you're doing close-ups on somebody else and coming back. So it really is. Theater is quite special that way, and that's what keeps me involved.
Okay. All right. Fantastic stuff. Greg, you have your final question. You have 3 people to ask it. Go figure.
Pretty excited.
You get back into the saddle. I asked it for you a couple weeks ago, but now you have all 3. And this is a question that he asked all his celebrity guests. So go ahead, Greg.
Great. All right. I'll start with Christine, then Alan, and then Cora. So Christine, tell me, what do you feel is the most important thing in life that you've ever learned?
Oh. Woo.
I think keep on growing towards your best self. That's it.
Excellent. Alan?
Wow, you got me thinking. That's a tough question. I think what Christine said is wonderful. I think it's to accept yourself, to make friends with yourself, and let you live a fuller life. I think when we're younger, we sometimes put up our own roadblocks, and I think as we get older, we can travel the right road and stay on it. So positive, again, something positive.
Excellent. I love that. And Cora?
Yes. So I'm only 19. So my life, what I've learned so far that has pretty much stuck with me is learning how to get along with different personality types, different people, and how to just make so many friends, and also how to just turn that into success.
Excellent.
We're going to go ahead and ask Alan, best place people can check out. Where can we check this out in theaters? It's going to be for about a month, right? Is that correct?
6 weeks.
6 weeks.
6 weeks, and it's at the Odyssey Theater, and that's in Los Angeles. And if people wanted to get tickets, they could certainly go to parallelprocesstheplay.com, and that'll lead you right to the Odyssey, and make ticket purchase available. And you pick your seat. It's great. It's a wonderful little theater. There's actually 3 theaters in there. And it's been around for many, many years, the Odyssey Theater, and it's well known for bringing in some really interesting projects. So I urge people to do that.
Okay. All right. Well, we appreciate it, guys. Thanks again. It was a lot of fun.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much,
All
all
right.
of you.
Yeah. All right. Take care.